To set up for paper mache, you're going to need a tray, a pan, and your armature all ready to go. You should also have nearby some paper towels that are cut into smaller pieces. All of your messy work will be done over the tray, while your paper towels can stay dry off of the tray. So here is the tray set up, and so far, because the armature was ready and the pan and the tray were ready, then you can see some clear gelatinous stuff called art paste. The armature is firm, all of the big bumps are pushed down, and so we're ready to go here. Your first piece is going to be your messiest piece. You won't want it to be too large, but you want to try and get some art paste on it. And right now our art paste is quite jelly, so you'll need to scrape off all that you can before placing it on your armature. I'm using my 2 fingers above and below to scrape all of the gel off, but then the paper towel will be very, very soft and very, very soaked through. That's perfect. What you want to avoid is using too much of the gel at first. So it's not easy, but you're going to place the paper towel over the armature like you're wrapping a mummy. This first one will be very thin and flat down since we're using paper towel. You can also use paper in this project, and we do have a lot of scrap paper. I like to begin with paper towel since we have a lot of it and it soaks really easily. Notice my next piece of paper towel, I didn't even dip in because there was already so much gel on the armature and so much gel on my fingers that I will be able to soak it down. I'm not going to leave any dry paper towel whatsoever, and that means I might dip my fingers back into the gel and spread more on top. There you go. Oh, there's a chunk I don't need. And so basically flattening that paper down as much as possible onto the armature is what you're going to do bit by bit. Now, we don't normally have our hands covered in this much of something so slimy. So you might have the urge that you want to go clean your hands every once in a while. The best thing to do for getting it over with and for getting your project complete and doing a great job is just to try and talk yourself through the process that you're not going to clean your hands until it's time to clean up. And I'll explain that too. So here I am using more pieces on areas that are not covered yet, making sure to get them completely soaked with gel, but not using so much gel that gel is squishing out from under the bandages. I'm adding a lot of gel on top afterwards. If you look really closely, you can still see the foil wrinkles through my paper towel, so it's very obvious I'll need to do another layer. Notice because I have a lot of different sizes of paper towel, it's kind of making it easier on myself. I have some long, thin strips that I can put through narrow areas or wrap around small parts. You can also tear a bit as you go. If things are starting to get too dry, you can do another nice soaked piece. You can't add too many layers. The more layers, the better, but you can make it too jelly, in which case it will take a really long time to dry, and you can make it too dry, in which case it won't be paper mache at all. It'll just be soft wad of paper towel. Think about where you'll want really nice flat surfaces for doing your decoration. If I want to have a lot of decoration on the face area, for example, I'm going to put nice flat pieces over that area. I also noticed my ears were still kind of bendy, so I decided I want to add some good layers over the ears to make them a bit stronger. So I'm using nice drenched pieces of paper towel to enforce all of that. I'm looking around for little dots or places where I've missed, and I can see that shining paper towel or the shining tin foil. And then I'm going to look for any place that looks like it really just needs more than one layer. You want to aim for at least 2 or 3 is even better layers of paper towel for our project before moving on to the next step. A lot of my time is spent smoothing the paper towel down and then making sure it is soaked through by adding a few more touches of gel on top. Lots of smoothing and rotating, kind of like when we're working with clay. So this is highly sped up, but this is about 10 minutes of fast, focused work today, just for this step. Notice I'm working over the tray. I'm not turning around. I'm not letting my hands move anywhere from above the tray. When you are feeling finished, when your paper mache is all smoothed down, you may first wipe your hands off with a dry paper towel and then go to the sink to use a baby wipe or wash your hands. The best thing to do is wipe it all off of your hands first with something dry and then go about using moisture to clean the rest of it off of your hands. So here is my finished figurine sitting here. There's going to be a lot of extra gel, art paste in my tray, and I'm going to try and return that. Here's a view of our cleanup area. There's going to be a tray for drying work, a left-hand part of the sink that has our trays in it, a right-hand side that has the pans in it, a pan for clean goo that will spatula off out of our pans, and a box top for clean paper towels that can be used later on. Thanks for helping organize our cleanup, and have fun.